Welcome back. This is Dave from Charlottesville by Dave. A few weeks ago I was interrupted while filming the Blue Ridge Parkway by an earthquake. So I thought I'd come back and start where I left off, and I hope you'll stay with me, so we'll be right back. Well, we're at about mile marker number 2, and what you see below you there is the lake that supplies the irrigation for Afton Mountain Vineyards, and you can probably see a little bit of the vineyard there also. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of a panoramic view from mile marker 2. This is an overlook, and I'm sure that as you look through, there's a little bit of a sun glare, but I hope that you can get the gist of the idea and see what's out here. So we're going to move on from here and continue the process. Welcome back. We're at the Humpback Rock Visitor Center, about mile marker number 6, and we'll take a little bit of a tour here, but you can stop in here at the Visitor Center. There are restrooms, a little gift shop, bookstore, and they'll tell you everything you want to know about this little area. So I'll catch up with you just down the trail a little. Just to give you an idea, this is a very busy stopover. It's usually crowded, and in the summertime, people taking drives, things like that, come up here and take a look. There's a place to park. And they also have music, and they have a farm exhibit here. So we'll walk on down the trail a little further and take a look at what we have. Here's a little plaque that explains a little bit about the park here. And it says, on Humpback Mountain, looming above and ahead of you, I'll show you that in a minute, is a large outcrop of rock called the Rocks. By sighting them, early teamsters traveling the old Howardsville Turnpike gauged their progress. So let's take a look at Humpback Rock. And I know on this little screen it's not going to show up a lot, but on a larger screen you should be able to see the outcropping. If the sun was in the right position, I'd be able to get you a little bit more, so we'll try that later in the day. So here we go into the farm exhibit. A little too much to read on this one, but you'll have to pause the video so that you can read this. It tells you a little bit more about the park here. And a lot of weekends in the summertime, they have craft shows here. They also use this little platform and stage for local folk music. And you can come by at no charge, and you can watch and listen and hear some great music. Next up, they've got a sample garden planted here with corn, and one of the crops that most of us hear a lot about is tobacco. And on those little mountaintop farms, they used to raise as much as they could to support themselves and also to sell at the local markets. Well, here's a cabin that was reconstructed from a farm that was located nearby, and some of the outbuildings. We'll be taking a look at some of those and exploring just a little bit. One of the things that caught my attention, though, was how in the world would you like to try to cook over this? And they give demonstrations at times also up here, so you'll have to check in at the visitor center, pick up a schedule. And here's another view of the cabin. And I'm not sure if there's enough light inside for me to venture in or not, but we'll try it and see. And we've got someone on the front porch here that's quilting. Well, this is the inside of the cabin, and they also have a tour guide here. I didn't think there would be enough light to show, but I thought I'd give you a view of the inside of the cabin and the tour guide there explaining some of the things that were used by the inhabitants back then.
Just like that, so you don't have to have it on top of the fire.
Nice, nice.
For the big one, we'll use that on the grate outside on the other fireplace.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
For these spider legs.
Like I say, this is just one large room. Sleep, eat, entertain,
earlier today,
all in one place.
that is able to store most of the things in the root cellar.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of a view back in the other direction. Musical instruments on the wall.
What is that called?
A dulcimer.
A dulcimer.
gorgeous. I have one.
It was a beautiful old piece, but I didn't know what it was actually used for.
And of course they have the rifle over the fireplace.
Pickling and things like that in here. Sauerkraut.
Yep, exactly.
Whoops. And we're going to take just a moment and watch Rose as she works on a quilt. And on most days with great weather, you can come up and watch and ask questions if you're interested in needlework. Again, thank you, Rose.
You're welcome.
Appreciate your time.
You're certainly welcome.